Hello. I'm so thrilled that I could do live streaming today. I've managed to grab this moment because we missed Saturday's live streaming, unfortunately. But here we are today. It's Tuesday afternoon, 4 o'clock South African time. I'm not sure who's been able to join me there today, but I wanted to jump in at this opportunity that I got because I knew tomorrow I wasn't going to be able to do live streaming, and Thursday I can't because I've got meetings. And Friday, we've got a mom's tea here in the KwaZulu-Natal region of South Africa. There has been an invitation for moms who want to come and have tea for the day or sleep over, because we've got nice facilities and accommodation for people who would like to sleep over. And I wanted just to mention the moms' teas to everybody before the weekend arrives, and invite anybody who might be there that's local that would like to join and come up and have a sleepover and spend the day having mom's tea and chat. All the details about this are on the website under events, and then there's an email there for an email address for you to write to if you would like to find out everything, the map and what to bring and so on. I love these tea times days. It's like having an all-day live streaming, because live streaming I can only sit here for a certain length of time, obviously, because people have to grab the moment that they've got to quickly jump on and see if we can spend some time together. But with the moms' teas, moms actually just come away for a little bit of time and just separate from their normal routine of all the responsibilities they have, and they just come and sit, and we have time to talk about whatever it is that they need to discuss. So it is a very, very special time. And we're trying to do them once a month here at Oikos in the Karkloof, which is in KwaZulu-Natal Midlands, which is about 20-minute or half an hour drive from Howick. So to give you an idea of whereabouts it's located for those locals, or even those that are wanting to travel a little bit further, put a few friends in the car and share the transport and take a road trip. I hope you can do that. I hope you can join us. This Mom's Tea is this Saturday, and then there's another one on the 22nd of September, and then another one in October. Don't know the date. Where's the date for the October one? November, actually. There's not one in October. But maybe I will make one in October, because we were going to have a surprise international guest in October, but now we can't, because sadly the surprise international guest has a family crisis. So instead of him coming to speak to us and be with us here, we are going to be praying for his family because of their own personal crisis, so they can't come. And so now maybe we can put a mom's tea in there in October. That would be nice. But we do have one, I'm looking over there at the dates, it's the 10th of November, it looks like, and the 8th of December. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to check that I'm giving you the right information. October, November is the 10th, correct? And the December one is the 8th. So you see, we're trying to put them one a month, other than the October one we haven't set a date yet for. But I will do that. I'll have a look and see when we can make the October date for mom's tea. So now you know, if you can't come to this weekend one, maybe you can come to the September one, or the October, or the November, or the December. There's 4 more dates to choose from. And if you do want to come, you just go onto the website, Oikos Events, and send an email and make a booking. And we hope to see you there. So that's the mom's tea story. I hope for anybody who's joined me, I hope you've got your tea. Jamie, did you send me the link for this? Oh, Jamie sent me the link for this live stream so I can actually see. There it is. So hello to those that have joined me there today. And also, because we didn't do it on Saturday last week, this live streaming will go on the homepage of the Oikos website, and it'll stay there until the next live streaming. So if you see something today that you want to share with a friend, you can just tell them that this particular live streaming is going to stay on the homepage until we replace it with the next current live streaming. Okay, so welcome to, there's B there. Hello, B. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm happy that you're there, B, because it's nice to be able to show somebody something, but all those who are going to watch us after the fact, I hope they're going to see this as well, because I wanted to share a practical thing with you today. This is going to look rather boring, big piece of wood, but The thing is this was one of our very useful home educating tools, which I'm going to be showing you all about it and telling you all about it. The reason why I thought to tell you about this board is because I call it an artboard, but I'll show you just now. It's got lots of other uses. But I was just thinking about the live streams. I was thinking I would so love to be able to share with home educating moms that are on this journey. I'd like to be able to share with you some things that I've found to be incredibly valuable through our home education journey. Things that just stand out for me. And either a very practical tool or something very spiritual that was very meaningful to us, such as doing Bible study every day. And the little notes the children wrote me and what I did with those and how I was intentional about it and encouraged that. They didn't just do it out of their own. Some children do. They just have that nature or personality, and they will just decide to write mommy a little note. But others aren't intentional about that, or it's not natural for them. So you have to, as mom, be intentional about encouraging that, because I just think it's something special that stands out for me, my little box of special memory notes of the little notes I got from the children through our learning lifestyle years at home. Okay, so that's just something else on the side that I thought about as I was talking about it. The other thing, talking about little things that stood out for me, the other thing that's stood out for me, hold on a second, I saw that there. Sorry, interruption. Are you wanting me to tell them about that? Okay, Jamie's just reminding me that if you want to watch any previous live streaming recordings that we've done, you would be able to find them by clicking the button on the home site that says Archive Live Streams. I think it says something like that. But if you go to the home page on the Oikos website and go to, on the bottom right-hand side, I think that's where it is, hey Jamie, there's a little blue note there that says Archived Live Stream, something like it. But anyway, if you click on that, it's going to take you to all our previously recorded live streaming sessions. Little piece of information for you that you might find useful. Okay, so now I hope you've got your tea, and let me now tell you about this board. Okay, you see, it's quite a busy board. Now, this is what we called our artboard. You can call it a lap board. And I'm going to show you the detail of how this was put together. In fact, Greg, my husband, made this for us. Made one for each member of the family. He made one to start, and then we found a few different little tips to make it a little bit more versatile. So each one that he made got more and more design to it, which made it more and more useful. I'll tell you the uses we had for this one. The children would put this on their lap. And I'll show you how they could put it on their lap. I'll show you side view. My little smiley face is going to be in my way, so I'll have to move him. You may have noticed I have a little smiley face in every video production we do. I'm going to move the tea because I know how dangerous it is to spill tea on computers. I've done it once before, never again. Okay, so there's my tea out the way, and here we have this board. Now if you have a look, it's actually just 2 pieces of masonite. I hope you get a sort of general idea of the size. Here's my arm, the size of the board. Okay, and there's a hinge over here, a fold back hinge. Is it showing up nicely there, Jamie? Turn it this way, he says. Okay, so they're one of those hinges that go all the way in like that. Okay, 2 hinges to hold these 2 pieces of board together. And then on this side, there's 3 different bits of wood that have been put here, very particularly placed, because this one can go there, see, like that, to make your board when it's on the child's lap stand up very upright. Okay, or it can go, I didn't practice this before live streaming, I just grabbed this on my way to do this with you today. Okay, so it can go there, which now you will see the angle is not quite as sharp, or it can go here. Oh no, hang on, that one, you can see I can't put that one there. Fold this one in, take this one, lay it down, and put it there. That was what that third one was for. And now it's much flatter. So now when it's on the child's lap and they've got it like that, I don't know if it's better to see the angle like that, Or maybe it's even better to put it in front of me and show you that if I had this in front of me now and I was drawing or writing or painting, I would like it at this level or whichever one of the other angles that I've shown you. See? Or just flat, completely flat. You can even tuck that one in and make it completely flat. We put this little shelf here for paintbrushes and things. Now, it might feel like it's in the way because now you've got to work over it, but it's quite simply resolved. Turn the whole thing around, have that at the top, and now you've got a tray. And we used to use this actually for Missy, our daughter, who spent a lot of her hours and years and time actually bedridden because she was chronically ill. And so this board was fantastic for her. That's why it's one of the things that stand out for me as far as a practical tool in my learning lifestyle years. We would put this a lovely little tray cloth on here and a little vase of flowers, and for Missy when she was unable to get up, and she would have her meal on this board. And then it would be used for a drawing board, and then it would be turned around and used for a painting board to do, watercolor or oils or something. So it just became an incredibly handy tool, as I hope you can see how useful this has been. This backside is nice and clean. Well, not that clean actually, but it's nothing like this with all the evidence of the years of activity that have taken place on this board. So what I thought is that when I do the live stream, I must try and think of, not that it took me long to think of this, because I thought about it immediately, no trying involved, and I could grab it from our craft room and bring it and show it to you today. And I've got others, little practical things such as this that I want to share with you in our live streaming time together. Okay, the other thing I wanted to mention today on live streaming is the fact that we've been getting more and more questions coming in that we actually answer by pointing people to where we've done videos of those questions, answers to those questions. I'm going to go to it here quickly and have a look. I'm on the Oikos homepage at the moment. I mean the Oikos website, not the Oikos homepage. And I went to videos and I went to Oikos on the Road because last year we did a road trip and we went to different regions and we asked people to come with their questions. So they came with a question that was the most prominent question to them at the time. And then I answered them, and Jamie filmed this while we were traveling. He captured it on film. And then we came back and he edited it and he's put individual videos on the website with these questions. And I thought, I must actually let people know about the fact that these questions are there, because maybe they go to Q&A on the website to find answers, and in actual fact they're hiding in the videos Oikos on the Road, because that's what it was. It was a video series of us being on the road. So there's one there called Port Elizabeth, and I'm just going to read out a couple of the questions to you. Full-time ministry while home educating. That would have been a question. How do I do full-time ministry and home educate? Another question is, what is the best curriculum to use? Another one, should I homeschool my remedial child? Will my children be successful if I homeschool them? Now, you'll notice that there's a lot of the time the word homeschool is mentioned, and we here at Oikos speak strongly on the learning lifestyle and more about education at home than school at home, because they're two different things really. The learning lifestyle is the thing that we speak about, and we have the resources to support that. However, I was reading these questions exactly from the card. So people had written when they came in or brought with them the question written on a card. And I was reading those questions out loud and then answering them. And that's what Jamie captured and has made these video clips for. And the videos are 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 3 minutes. That's sort of the length of the video of the answers and of these kinds of questions. What if I'm not good enough to teach my children at home? How do I discipline as a teacher and be a mom? If the Bella Bill, well, that now was in November and it's raised up again at the moment, is passed, how will that affect us using Oikos? Now, that question there came up a lot last week because the Bella Bill was put on ice, if I can put it that way, for a bit, and now it's come back into focus. And now there's a whole lot of attention on it again about the new laws for home education, how it's going to affect us, and there's going to be a new policy, and none of it's been promulgated yet anyway. But even so, it brought a lot of attention via the media, And so people are asking us, oh, what's going to happen if I'm using Oikos? What's going to happen? And there is the answer. It says, if the Bella Bull is passed, how will that affect us using Oikos? And the answer is 1 minute long on this, where I was suggesting you go to Oikos website, videos, and then the category called Oikos On the Road. Jamie, can you put that link in for me? Oh, he's already done it. So smart. How can I help my children see household chores not as punishment? I enjoyed answering that one because that was something that my mother ingrained in us, that we weren't allowed to see the chores at home actually as chores. We weren't even allowed to call them that. We had to call them being a family. Anyway, I share about the response to that on that video, on that answer on that video. Okay, will Oikos prepare my child for school leaving exams and tertiary entrance? So you see, I'm guessing now by this point that these are very well-known questions to you. They're questions you might have had. They're questions you might have heard a lot about. You might have heard other people querying or questioning or wondering what the answers are from an Oikos heart. What are the answers to all of these questions? And they are there on the website, as I have mentioned, and as Jamie has put the link there before I even asked him to. So I am blessed. So those are the two main things I wanted to share with you. No, three actually. Was the mom's tea to invite you. Any mom who's watching this at any point from now on, when it's wait on the homepage until we replace it, if you're there watching, and I am chatting to you there on live streaming and I am busy inviting you to the mom's tea. And I hope you can make it sometime. Would like to meet you in the flesh. And then, of course, I showed you about the board, and then I wanted to remind you that there are a lot of answers to the questions that are coming up a lot at the moment. They are there to be found on the website. And before I go away, actually I haven't gone to look here to see if there's any questions coming in. Hello Sylvie, thank you for joining us. Hello Mary Kate. Mary and Kate, or is it Mary Kate? I think it's Mary Kate and Meredith. Hello Mary Kate and Meredith. Hi. I love it that the children are there watching with you. Thank you for telling me that, Sylvie. I always enjoy Sylvie being there. You've got that by now, I'm sure, Sylvie. You know that I love it that you join us on our live streaming session. So thank you for making the effort to be with me there today. I hope you've got some tea. If not, I hope one of your darling daughters rushes off and makes you a nice hot cup of something to drink. Okay, and also, Sylvia, I hope you can come to the mom's tea. I'm remembering now that you said you're going to try and make it to one of them. So we'd so love to see you. So you can just send us an email if you are able to join us on one of those. That would be nice. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to keep today's live streaming a bit shorter because of the fact that I don't have as much time to, the same length of time that I do on a Saturday afternoon to be able to do this. But I'm just so glad I could squeeze it in now because I don't even like to say that because I don't want to sound like I'm squeezing the time in to speak to you ladies, because I'd actually like to spend all day chatting with you to encourage you and support you on this learning lifestyle journey, because it is so, so important and so valuable and so worth it. If you're feeling in the slightest bit like a little bit of hesitancy and doubt about whether you are doing the right thing, then I'm reminding you today that you are, and I'm going to encourage you to press on and push on continue doing the right thing. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and a bit discouraged, despondent for whatever reasons, please run to the Word, spend time there, pray, get refreshed from the Lord, and get back into it. And if your children are having a difficult time, well then put the things away that are causing that difficult time and continue with what you're doing. Because there will be rewards. There are already rewards. Start looking for them. Oh, hang on, Jimmy, please run to the fireplace and get me that placard from Gran. You'll see it there, the one that I borrowed from her the other day. I saw this placard, which actually I bought this for my mom years ago when I was in America, and I bought it because this is my mother's favorite quote of all, and that is count your blessings. So if ever any of us had reason to think that we had reason to be sad or grumpy or whatever, she would say, let's start counting our blessings. And as soon as we did that, we were the dark cloud very, very quickly left. Did you find it? Oh, yay, look, he found it for me. I'm going to put it here. Thank you. Okay. It's showing nicely there. There we are. I'm going to leave this with you to count your blessings, because you have many. You definitely have many. No matter what trial or difficulty you think you might be going through, or not you think you are, you feeling the difficulties. Maybe they feel like they're overwhelming you. I'm going to ask you to stop and count your blessings and carry on doing what you're doing. Do you know why? I'm being very particular about this today. Is because yesterday I was drawn to some statistics. Somebody actually on the weekend told me about some shocking statistics that I couldn't believe my ears. I thought, how can that possibly be true? So I went and did a little bit more research on that myself, and I was very, very alarmed to read some facts about how many young ladies in South Africa between the age of 14 and 16 are expecting their first child. How many 16-year-olds really have a couple of children. And I don't even want to go into the horror stories of the fertility, the high percentage and statistics of all that sadness. So what I was left with after facing that and hearing about that and seeing the facts about that was that here at Oikos we can encourage families to be at home and raise their children in the protection of the home, the safety of the family, the loving care of the parents. And that's what I'm doing today, as I'm reminding you as parents just to keep on being the example, loving your children, protecting them, caring for them, teaching them at home where they can be safe. And if you are feeling like you need to stop and count your blessings for whatever reason, please do so. I'm just keeping this here. I'm holding this here to keep it here to remind you to count your blessings. And you have many to count, so I hope you will have a very long list of all the blessings that you find to count. And I thank you for being with me today. Sylvie's got a new baby. Sylvie just said she got a new baby. Brand new baby. Oh, that is so exciting. Oh yes, I remember now. You told me you're adopting a baby. I've just remembered. That is wonderful news. So your girls have their hands full as well while they're helping mom with a brand new baby. Lots and lots and lots of learning happening there. And I'm very, very pleased that you are bringing into the safe environment of your own home a little baby that needs protection and love and care. So I just encourage you, Sylvie, to press on doing what he's called you to do. Do this and spend time here to keep you going, keep you doing what it is that he needs you to do. And I hope that to see you in October or November. By the way, Sylvie's just talking about a brand new baby, and it made me think that somebody did ask if they could come to the mom's tea with a brand new baby. Oh my goodness, it was so hard because I had to say to her, I don't think it's an idea to bring the baby because we all are together in a little wooden cabin. So there's no privacy. If that mom's having a niggly time with her baby, she can't go down the passage and close the door and settle her baby. Basically, if she had a bad night with her baby, then everybody in the cabin who's decided to sleep over would also have a bad night, I would think, because the baby would, be right there, and everybody you can't separate. You can't separate from the rest of the people. So I just said to her, the objective of the mom's teas is for people to come away and just to separate and just be quiet and still, regroup a little bit and just have some silence and some quiet time and away from their schedules and their responsibilities and everything. So I said to that mom that it wouldn't be a good idea for her to come with her little baby. I didn't want to because I'm thinking I don't want her to leave her baby, and would love her to be able to come to the mom's teas. So now I've had a thought that maybe moms with babies can just come together, because then they can understand, they're all dealing with the same situation at the same time. But I don't know if that would work. That was just a thought I had. Adopted baby. Well done, Sylvie and Sylvie's family. Congratulations on the arrival of your new little baby. And ladies, it is now already nearly 4:30, and I was going to keep this one brief, so I'm going to say goodbye to you all. Thank you for being there. Let me know if you want to join us at our Moms Teas. I hope you found those answers to the questions on the videos on the website helpful, and I look forward to seeing you at the next live stream. Thank you so much. Bye.